welcome back. So if let's say you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button or to hit the notification bell so that the next time I go on live, you will be notified as well. Let's come back to this topic. So just recently, like 2 days ago, no, it was yesterday, I newly launched this course that is called Amazing Life Academy. It's helping entrepreneurs, coaches, and anybody in the world that if let's say you have been wanting to do Facebook Live or you want to like shoot a video, but you are just afraid to be in front of a camera, we are actually helping you to get over the fear, to actually teach you all the topics and how to create your own branding so that you appear very comfortably in front of camera and to build authority fast, right? So I'm just going to put a link down below here so that you guys can check it out. So I started to have this idea 2.5 months ago, and it was just a very pet project because my fiance asked me about, hey June, I wanted to do Facebook Live for quite some time, but how to do it? I was like, seriously? You are such a very outspoken man and very good, very funny. He's a very funny guy and is very good in public speaking as well. And then he asked me that kind of question. I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe I have something that I can actually share my expertise, even though there's so much more that I need to improve on. But then definitely there are some things that I can actually share my knowledge, share my trial and errors and experiment with a lot more my friends out there, right? So that's where I kickstart with this journey. So in a 2.5 month time, it's about 2.5 month time, I started from planning. It was like a very impromptu plan. Starting from planning, actually getting surveys done, asking around whether this is a problem that is worth to provide solution or not. Because ultimately, whether you're a course creator, whether you're a coach, or whether you have no idea what you want to do, maybe you want to venture in a business, but then you have no idea at all. This is what I feel. You kind of like really need to find the pain point that is in the market and then try to see whether you're able to become part of the solution. You don't have to become the full solution. You can just test and run and then become part of the solution, and then from there you kind of try to find your answer. So I'm so lucky that I have an amazing story Facebook group like you guys and my amazing family have been helping me a lot, like from picking the right logo, from like really help me to structure the course, like what are the problems they think that is a problem worth solving, picking the logo, picking the color, giving me some advice regarding like where's the direction I should go, whether I should soft launch or like really make it to like a full modules only launch. You guys really helped me a lot. So thank you so much to you guys, my amazing family, right? So that's why in a 2.5 month planning, it wasn't a very structured planning. That's why there are a few mistakes that I make, right? Which I think you can avoid making. The first one is definitely I prepare my landing page and copywriting and the pictures all very last minute. My launching date was when? 30th January 2020. And then, you know when I start preparing? I start preparing all this on 28 January nighttime 11 p.m. That is one of the reasons that I think I was very over optimistic regarding my time planning, which is one of the key mistakes that I make. I thought landing page is something, you know what, just model someone else and it's very easy, right? Just pick someone else who is really converting and just model after them. You can think about that later. I drag it until very last minute, like 1.5 days before my official launching date, then only I start doing. Okay, and then I was like, oh my god, what's such a mistake there is. Actually, I even planned further. I wanted to launch on 27, but then because of all those different technical issues I have with one of the website I'm using, it's not their fault, it's actually my fault because I kind of like forgot what to do to solve the technical issue. To solve the payment gateway. Initial launching date was 27, and then because of the technical issue, which if let's say I plan everything way in advance, I could have avoided. I could avoid that. That's where I started to launch on 30th. Okay, and then I prepared the copywriting, not only copywriting, also pictures. You guys know that all those digital assets about your course, you kind of like need to prepare the mock-ups, right? Seriously, I prepared one day before I launch. Technically, it's not one day. Maybe it's like 6 to 12 hours before I launch. I was like, oh my god, June, I wish I have done it much earlier, which I did not. So that's why this is a reminder not only for myself, but also for anyone out there. If let's say you haven't really launched a course before, maybe this video can help you a bit. Do not prepare this last minute, because what happened when I prepared last minute? I wish I would have hired, I will outsource to my freelancers, but then I can't outsource at a point of time because I just left one day before my launching, from telling them to actually communicate with them, because we are also in different time zone, then I would have actually passed my launching date, right? So that's one of the key mistakes I make. It made me a very stressful situation, which I could have avoided. Means that if let's say I planned everything much earlier, I could have done even better, right? So that's number one, copywriting, picture, technology, structure, and everything I prepare last minute. So mistake number one. So the solution, I think the best thing is that always plan earlier, and then you also give yourself a 2 weeks kind of like, maybe initially you set your launching date is maybe like 1st of February, all right? So everything must be completed 2 weeks before 1st of February, right? So that that kind of 2 weeks can give you a lot of rooms of improvement. Maybe suddenly there are a lot of hiccups. Maybe the pictures is not working. You want to hire someone else to actually redo your pictures. You face some technical issues that you want to hire someone else to actually solve your technical issues. All that can be done if, let's say, I give myself a much wider window before my launching, rather than doing everything at the very last minute. Okay. I also want to say thank you so much for my assistant, both Maggie and Liz. Without you guys, I don't know how I can put it through. Thank you so much if, let's say, you're watching it. Okay. Mistake number one, no proper planning. Mistake number two, there is no communicate. I think I did not communicate well with my assistant regarding my entire whole picture, right? Because of the first mistake that I made, I did not have a much proper planning. That is the reason why, because if let's say I did not plan very well, then I couldn't communicate my ideas to them much better, right? So this is the second mistake that I make, but then they have helped me so much. I couldn't be thankful well enough, right? And the third mistake definitely is actually, I should have batch recording all my course material. Okay, this is what I find. Recording a Facebook Live is very, very, very different from recording a course, right? Okay, how I record a course is, first I must have a structure of what this course will look like. And then after I have the structure, I figure out the chapters. Each chapter all together, right? And then each chapter I will then further break down to, hey, this chapter, what are the learning outcomes for this chapter? And then in order for my students who join Amazing Life Academy to actually able to execute everything entirely, what are the things that they need to master? What are the action lists for this kind of module, for this kind of chapter? Okay, so the problem I was having is that I realized recording a course, unlike Facebook Live can be just like a 10 minutes to 15 minutes time frame, which is very easy. Like I do it on a daily basis. But then course recording, it's take about 30 minutes. And then because it's a paid program, it's not like Facebook Live is free to watch, right? We do not charge others for watching our Facebook Live, right? So course is something that our students or our community actually paid to enter into the program. That's why I want to make sure all the settings are in top-notch kind of quality. Like I must have the right lighting. I must make sure that the recording quality is good. So every time before I do a recording, because it's a paid program, right? I make sure, in order to make sure everything is nice, like lighting is nice, microphone is nice, the slide is nice, I kind of like need to do setup like 20 to 30 minutes 20 to 30 minutes earlier, right? So if let's say I already spent about 20 minutes to make sure all the audio, the video, and the quality is in place, then I only record like a 15 minutes kind of training material. Like, what if you feel like it's not an efficient manner to spend my time? So initially I make the mistakes, but then later on, after I was like, I learned that this is one of the weakness that I have, right? I realized batch recording course material is a better method. It means that today I block my entire day. I tell the whole world, I tell my team in another business, say, hey, I'm not free today. I'm just not going to. I settle all the meetings in the morning, right? And then starting from the afternoon, 1 p.m., I block my time until 5 p.m. just for recording the course material. And then it was one of the most productive. I think I spent about 2 days, 2 afternoons. It is one of the most productive manner in course recording because I wasn't being interrupted with other tasks. Alright, I was being very focused. I was being very in the mood. Like course recording is really in the mood. You need to be in the mood so that you're able to feel like, oh my god, I can record it. I can record it so much, and then I'm able to remember what did I record just now. right? And then after I done recording, I straight away put them into the membership portal, and then I'll know, oh yeah, this makes sense because in this video I mentioned I'm going to give them this link, right? So otherwise, you kind of like need to re-watch off your videos to make sure that everything is in place. So these are the top 3 mistakes that I make in this course launching that I wish someone shared with me earlier. Actually, someone shared with me that, hey, you know what, June, maybe you kind of like need to give yourself 1 week window. I did not listen to that. I was like, you know what, I'm going to make it. Although I make it in the end, but then definitely the next time I'm going to upgrade Amazing Life Academy to 2.0, which is also in my plan. We already, right now I'm actually focusing on improving Amazing Life Academy 1.0. Right now it's 1.0, it's soft launching. I'm just going to base on the feedback I received and also some of the things that I do not have enough time to put inside. I'll keep on improving that. And after that, my plan is that keep on improving Amazing Life Academy 1.0. Improving means that I also need to improve my knowledge so that after I improve my knowledge, I can share with my community and my students, right? And then second thing is definitely what I want to do is that I want to be able to launch like Amazing Life Academy 2.0 next year, 1 year from now. But then from right now until 2.0, definitely there are a lot of things that I need to learn to improve myself. And also once 1.0 is quite like in place, I'm also going to drive traffic using paid ad strategy. Like you guys, if let's say you've been following me, you know that I've been testing out on using like Facebook ads, right? On my another course, right? So from that, I kind of like can improve further in the Facebook ads or YouTube ads or like Google ads and then test run on this Amazing Life Academy. So that is my plan. So if let's say you have any plans on doing like the course, maybe you want to launch a course or maybe it's just a free course. I started out by launching a free course first, then only I understand the process of doing this course, then that's where I decided to launch Amazing Life Academy. Do not worry if let's say you have no experience in launching course at all. What I can suggest you to do is that why not you just try out on giving out a free course first, because from there you kind of like have a first hand of learning experience and then you kind of know what to do and what not to do. So you make it as an ongoing process. But then I also want to say thank you, and I really thankful so much to my assistant Liz and Maggie, and also to my community at Amazing Story. It's actually my Facebook group. If let's say you haven't been part of it, just go to this link here, www.amazingstory.co to actually join as our member, right? You guys probably help me a lot in a lot of stuff like color matching, logo and everything. I really feel so thankful throughout the whole process, right? So moving forward, there's still a lot more to do. I'm going to come back to the game of Facebook Live, right? Maybe 1 week I will just do about 4 to 5 episodes because of this Amazing Life Academy that I did not have proper planning. I kind of like neglect my Facebook Live and my YouTube channel for a little while. So right now it's just to tell you guys, I'm back to the game, okay? So if let's say you are interested in knowing more about Amazing Life Academy, we also have one free ebook for you. So this free ebook is actually about 15 pages where we share about 30-day live video idea. It doesn't have to be live video, right? It can be just any videos that you want to roll out. The number one questions that I faced when I first starting out is that like, oh shit, what kind of topic I should talk about today, right? So if let's say I have that problem, I know a lot of my friends, they are also having the same issue. That's why we have this 30-day live video ebook that is able to help you, that is actually produced by me and my assistants, that we kind of like research based on the methodology on how to come up with the live video ideas and also some of the categories that is so easy to produce. So if let's say you want to grab this ebook, it's totally entirely for free. You can grab it here. I forgot a name. It should be link.junlo.co/free30. Okay? We are just going to put a link up here. And also, if let's say you haven't joined our Facebook group and subscribed to our YouTube channel, remember to join our Facebook group at amazingstory.co, okay? So with that, I'm going to end my live today and see you guys tomorrow then. Take care. Bye.